like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right. Yet to fail, nonetheless. It's frightening. Turns the legs to jelly. I ask you, to what end? Dread it? Run from it? Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
We have 40 pounds of product ready to ship. Ready to go.
Are you ready? Who the hell are you?
You know. You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
You what? I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, you do. I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Bullshit. Cartel got Fring.
You sure? That's right. Now, say my name.
Heisenberg.
You're goddamn right.
Testing. Yeah, now it looks better. I don't know if y'all could hear me earlier, so let me go back into the disclaimer. Welcome to the People's Podcast. I am your host, V. Ben Israel, People's Champ, the Heisenberg it is ish, Pumpkin Escobar, the Cookie Monster, the Shogun in Charlotte, your favorite content creator's content creator. You don't want to be here, move around. Plenty of places to be out here in these YouTube streets. Find something more to your liking, to your sensibilities. Those of you who want to be here, strap in, put your seatbelt on. The light is on. Maybe a little bit later, we'll be free to move around the cabinet. We'll turn the light off, but we'll see what happens. Me and Wally going to talk a little bit tonight. Hopefully, he'll be up in a little bit about this Lakers loss. Yeah, I know. But anyway, that's the beauty of being the underdog. We weren't supposed to win. We weren't supposed to win. But now we got to. Monday is a must win. Can't lose Monday. Can't lose Monday. Yeah, I needed more production out of Austin Reeves and D'Lo, and I didn't get it. Anthony Davis and LeBron did their thing. It was D'Lo and Austin that didn't show up for me, man. They didn't show up for me. I don't know if I see that. I mean, even last year, when you look at it, it was very close games. Tonight's game was close, even with all kind of things going wrong. Hell, I mean, it was a very close game. But we'll see what happens Monday. Just didn't see this invincible Denver team. I'm more skeptical on them now than I was last year. Shout out to the Real Bravado Network. He's popping in. I don't know if he's at work. Hey, I called you the other day, man. You didn't call me back. I ain't get no call back. Broomstick City. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'd rather them play them now than later. So if they're going to have a shot, it's going to be now. It ain't going to be later. Definitely not. But yeah, I tried to call you, man, the other day, and you didn't call me back, man. You ain't call me back. Yeah, we're gonna talk tonight about root cause analysis, and hold on, I was waiting to see if my son was gonna pop up here. He tried to call me as soon as I was going live, so I hope he was gonna pop in and tell me what the heck he wanted. So we'll see. You know, Mr. Bam may pop up on us as well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you don't have my number saved. Okay. No, I didn't leave a message. I mean, I typically don't leave messages. I'll text you my number. How about that? Is that good? You want me to text it to you? 704. 704 area code. I'll text it to you in a little bit after this live stream. I don't want to talk to you on here, so about what I was gonna say to you, that was a little off air stuff. Um, yeah, he said okay. All right, yeah, I'll text it to you. But I find a lot of these. I've been doing this a long time, y'all. On these social media sites, YouTube, Facebook, others, and you start to see certain patterns. And I told a lot of these new guys with their shows, not to fall into this trap, and of course they fall into it anyway. That's the Black Men Unfiltered, when these motherfuckers is the filtered punk ass son of a bitches I ever seen. Yeah, see, I say names. When I talk names, I don't do low key. I call motherfuckers out. So they did some real bitch shit the other day. And, you know, and I try to tell them, same thing with Might Be Risky, even though I like DJ Hemp. These dudes, what they've been doing is nothing new. They've been telling themselves, oh, we doing new, and that was a great show. And I just been like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? It's the same bullshit that JVJ was doing 2 years ago, and we told him not to do it. And he fizzled and ran off his network of people who was trying to help him build the network. He ran us all off. And matter of fact, everybody I met on there over the years that don't fuck with him no more, they still fuck with me. They still talk to me online and offline. That's your Angry Snowman. That's your Death Note. That's your Wally. That's your Rob. That's Big Op from the Norm. Even a lot of the ladies, they used to come on there. Foxy and some of the other ones. They all deal with me still, even though they don't fuck with him. He's a clown ass ninja. So originally he ran off Smitty, and then he ran off Embrace the Grace, because they both were liars and they were fake as shit. And then he banned them from his network, and he eventually let them come back. Then he banned them again, right? Because they were lying. Then everybody else bounced on him, so he was left with nobody else. And then what does he do? He had to turn back to Smitty. He had to turn back to Embrace the Grace. By that time, she had been moving around in a couple of these places while she had to reinvent herself with her lying ass, right? And lie, y'all. What she lie about? She lied, and this is just a couple of months ago. She told us that she was still married. And the reason why she's still married, because she needs the insurance. She said it on a live, so I'm not exposing personal information. I'm telling you what she said on the live. She stayed married to him because of the insurance. Okay. That was just a couple of months ago. So then recently on these new networks, oh, I'm going to play like I'm a single woman again. 1 minute her granddaddy is from Italy and he was a millionaire, and then he's from Dominican Republic. I mean, it's lies. And they act like we can't read, or not read, but review what they've said previously on their own channels. But that's the problem. Y'all talk about vetting women and act like y'all are these stand-up dudes, and y'all not. Y'all have no clue how to vet women because you ain't never done it. I'm on the podcast the other night. Nigga ain't got no kids, ain't never been married, but they talking about, oh, what I would do when I have a child. Man, I ain't gonna let my daughter get the fuck out of here, man. You can't tell your kids what to do at a certain age. Obviously, because you don't have no kids, you don't know that. Call me when you get some kids. Call me when you get some experience. All right. So they hate men like me who actually has experience and has a resume, because I make them look bad, and they get in their feelings and they get inferior complexes, right? They get that inferiority complex kicking in. So then they don't attack what I'm saying. They try to attack me personally. Oh, you sound like a boomer. I don't sound nothing like a boomer. They're the ones that sound like a boomer, just like their punk ass daddies. That's who they sound like to me, and they punk ass granddaddies. I've been saying this for years because I've seen it before. But now now Embrace the Grace hooks them up with JVJ, right? And now he's trying to mix in with them. The same nigga that destroyed his own network is going to help them destroy their network because they all buy subscribers. That's how they got these big subscriber counts. All you got to do is look at the metrics. The metrics don't match up. They'll have, a couple of people in their chat when they go live. Hell, I do that and I ain't got but 300 subscribers. They got 1,000 subscribers when they ever had 300. Oh, I'm sorry. We mean when RBN did the December 18th show and he gave them all of them views that day? That was RBN pushing that. And most of them was on his network. But they like to get big-headed. Then they want to try to play like they Bible scholars, which is why somebody invited me to go up there. Right? So they let the girl, and they do this all the time because these ninjas like to pander to women. Oh, I don't mean no harm, and I don't want to tell men what to do, but your bitch, you're going to do it anyway, right? And she did. They let her run her mouth for about 15, 20 minutes telling pure lies that ain't in the Bible. Wait a minute, all of these Bible scholars? That's what we do? No, that's not what we do. That shit's supposed to got shut down immediately. No, let her talk. Let her talk. Why? What she said was stupid. Oh, you're supposed to study the Bible for yourself. First of all, where the Bible say that at? Not nowhere. In any educational environment, where did he give you a book and then no teacher? Where that happen at? Somebody always got to teach you. Somebody always got to lead you and guide you. That's what the Bible says, and that's where every other educational model on the planet follows. But you get these dumbass people who don't know the Bible's principles, and I'm bringing out scripture after scripture to prove her wrong. She ain't had nothing to say because you're wrong. No problem. So then JBJ brings his punk ass up there. We was getting ready to start talking about eyelashes and weave and stuff like that. And the conversation completely got switched. I fell into the trap, and I recognized it later on. What it was is that JVJ was over there on Embrace the Grace channel, right? And another guy, and she was ninja listening, and because she don't like me because I exposed her ass just like Kevin Samuels exposed her ass. So then she come running. She ran them over there to sick them on me. So that's where both of them dudes came up. So and Jay trying to be disingenuous with the shit, because me and Jake known each other about 3-4 years. So I know these people. I've known Grace for about that long too. So I know these people where these new people don't know them, but they vouching for them, but not for me. You ain't never seen no contradictions on my site. And I've had real life people come up on my channel and verifying and vouching for who the hell I am and what I've said. Real life people. Hold on. Oh, he said he found my number. Said, all right, call me tomorrow or something. But anyway, so I'm just giving a recap for those of you who don't know. I don't know if RBN knew and some others. So, then I was trying to let's move the conversation, y'all. Let's get to the solution. So the brother, he tried to front like he was an older dude, and that's something a game Jay used to play. So I asked him, how old was you in 86? He says I was 11. So I said, oh, you was like, so you that means you about 46, right? Yeah. Wrong. If he was 11 in 1986, that means he'd be 49 right now, or about to turn 49, right? He also claimed he was an Israelite, which is why I had no respect for him, because if he was an Israelite, he wouldn't have had his head covered while scriptures was coming out. He's what we call an individual light. They get a little information about the Israelites, and they think they know shit that they don't know. But when brothers come into the truth, as we call it, one of the things that, and they start congregating or they join a camp, one of the things we tell them brothers to do is listen and learn in silence, like we tell the women. You need to build yourself up. You need milk and not meat, just like the scriptures say. But no, he ran his ass up on here, and he ran, and then the nigga trying to. I just find these niggas funny, you know. Then he put words in my mouth, like saying, "Oh, you just said this. I didn't say that." You know, we were talking about the European standards of women, and what I said is, black women have always been curvy, but they haven't always been heavy. And then this nigga's trying to say I didn't say what I said, and I said something else. I just said it multiple times. It don't matter. Go back and look, just like Kevin Samuel would say, go back and look at the women in your past. Pam Grier, go back and look, or whatchamacallit from Good Times, and watch Soul Train. Those women were very curvy and shapely, but they weren't 200 goddamn pounds. That's what I was saying. Oh, I like them thick. What is this thing called? Slim thick, dummy? You ain't got to be obese to be thick or shapely. I like chunky women, to be honest with you. And how many times have y'all heard me say that? So I'm not even against a woman that's 200 pounds. Hell, my ex-wife was fucking damn near 6 feet tall, 5'11", and at times she was close to 200 pounds, if not over, when she was carrying our babies. So I'm a different dude. I'm not applying my standard to everybody. I'm just saying here, this is what generally men are saying. Right? And hold on, let me step out the door a minute. Sometimes when I'm inside, my voice carries, and I feel like I'm screaming, and I can't really measure my voice. So that's why I go outside a lot, so I can control my volume better. Personally. All right. It's nice outside too. So yeah, so it was an ambush set up. I embraced the grace. That's how snakes do. You know, that snake shit, and these bitch niggas who was simping to her. Cause see, originally Jay was trying to fuck Grace. That was just like he was trying to fuck Alexis from Texas too. It was a few of them he was trying to fuck, but they wasn't giving him no play. But they pay him attention because they like to get attention from him because they know he gonna simp to them. I know this man. I know this man. And I ain't the only one that's seen it. You don't believe me? Talk to the people I mentioned earlier. They can verify what I'm saying. That's Wiley, that's Death Note, that's Angry Snowman. And it's funny that all of a sudden he trying to be cool with the angry man, Valdez, when all he did was used to talk shit about Valdez. And I said, nah, man, he ain't like that. Angry man is a good dude. I've been on his channel a few times and he's always been nice to me. And I'm like, I don't know him personally, but he's always been nice to me. That's what I said to this guy. He runs his ass over there to AM's channel one night and immediately go, oh, you know that V been Israel? Angry man, like, I think so. I'm not sure. Because he has a homeboy named Israel too. And I told the guy, I don't know him. So why you going to ask him right away, do I know him? Or do he know me when I already told you I don't know him? I've just been on his panel a couple of times and he's always nice to me. That's what I said. I say he's a good dude. See how niggas like they messy and they try to switch your words around. So then I went on Angry Man later on, and me and Angry Man talked for like 6 hours. And I said, yeah, that clown ass nigga, I told him. That was my third time going on Angry Man at that point. And, you know, I was just giving him some encouragement because he was, you know, taking a lot of heat. That was like right before his numbers blew up. And I'm like, yeah, this dude is a snake dude, man. So he got mad because I aired his ass out on his own channel. I was the last one that was fucking with him. I still tried to fuck with him even though everybody else had cut him off. I was still trying to fuck with him. And like I said, he got slick with the mouth like bitch niggas tend to do. So I aired him the fuck out. And I exposed him just like fucking Mike TV exposed him. The nigga wasn't married. He ain't no war vet. He got. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a damn call come in. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm just seeing how messy dudes could be. They act like bitches, really. That's what I'm really getting to. And we got to do root cause analysis, and that was one thing I was trying to get to on that stream. And I thought we was getting somewhere, but then they couldn't stay focused. They pettiness and bitch nigginess started coming back out. So the question was, okay, the brother asked a question. He was talking about the black church, things of that nature, which he was saying, what he was saying was true. It wasn't nothing new, but I mean, we talking about it. Okay, so what I said to him is in business, what you're taught. So when you come with a problem, to also come with a solution. So okay, let's open it up. What is the solution to this problem? So let's do some root cause analysis. When did this problem start in the black community? That as we're identifying it today, this quote unquote community, right? When did the problem start? Jay with his silly ass. I know this when 1968. He's trying to remember what he's heard me say a million times before on his own network, but he fucked it up because he's a goofy nigga that don't have no reading comprehension or listening skills. It's 1969, but I understand what you're trying to say. You're just a bad student. It's 69 and 70, no fault divorce. Started in California in 69. It went nationwide in 1970. That's the root of the problem. So that's what he was alluding to. So what is the solution to that? If we're all agreeing and nobody disagreed, if we're all agreeing root cause 1969, 1970, this thing happened and changed the game. What are we going to do today to reverse it? Because see, that's root cause analysis. You go to the root of the problem, not the symptoms. Right? So he goes, yeah, I got an answer to that. Play the video. He sends them a video behind the scenes. And that's how I realized that they have been communicating behind the scenes, because he didn't put it in the private chat. At least I didn't see it in the private chat. That means he had to text him or he had to email him directly. Right? See how niggas move? So Grace done hooked them up with them. Now they boys now and all of this other stuff. What I try to tell women, when you see dudes click up like this, that's your sign that they're not elite. Your higher value men are going to be elite and more rare. This is just this bunch of cornballs jumping up, trying to pretend, make a boys club for themselves and try to pretend like they high value, but they're not. Take me and TJ, for example, right? Me and TJ, touch bases with each other behind the scenes every now and then, but we don't click up. He'll come support my channel. I support his channel. He might hit me up for something. I hit him up for something. And that's how we roll. We ain't clicking up with each other. He ain't trying to kiss my ass. I ain't trying to kiss his ass. I put Kofa into that category too. You know what I mean? With touch bases, hey man, behind the scenes, me, him, and teacher had a nice chat behind the scenes. You know, a couple of times. Theo Coop, nice chats behind the scenes, talk here and there. You know, touch bases. You good? You might want to try this. You might want to try that. Exchange notes, and we do our own thing. That's how elite men roll, or higher value men roll. Not saying any of us are high value, but higher than average or higher than low quality men. Let's say that. These dudes is low quality. And that's why they always pandering to women and trying to get women's approval. Nothing has been built on this planet working in conjunction with women. It's always a group of men who build shit, and then later on they incorporate women, you know, and women will make enhancements or make it more comfortable after it's already built. But men don't involve women in the building process. That's not what we do. But these dudes are so pussy starved and starved for attention. They mimic women. They just got masculine voices. See what I'm saying? See, I call names. And when they don't have no argument, they do circular arguments. That nigga repeated himself. The black church. He must have said that shit 100 times. Nigga, we got it. You ain't even saying nothing new. We agreed with you. Why you keep repeating the black church like this phenomenon is something that just started? And I even pointed out black men have been pulling away from the black church and the Democratic Party for decades. Now, as far as the Democratic Party it started accelerating during Obama's second term. Right? Somebody tell me if I'm lying. Let me check the chat. Somebody tell me if I'm lying about something yet. Or am I speaking facts? Am I lying or am I speaking facts? And see, they won't never go on other people's networks or channels because they bitch niggas. So they got a little stronghold on their channel and they got support and they know somebody is always going to throw a cape on and try to cape for them. Right? Whereas me, I roll up on anybody's channel. Now, I know Jay is going to say, well, I tried to come up on your channel. No, this bitch nigga has been calling me since we was on the stream Thursday. Friday, he blew my phone up. He done blew my phone up again today a couple of times. I got shit to do. Unlike y'all bitch niggas, I ain't got shit to do. I ain't got time to just sit and talk to y'all. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. You're nothing to me. Nothing. What does scripture say? You're spittle to me. That's what you are. I mean that shit. So I told him today, hey, you want to talk to me? You're going to pay to talk to me. $50 on the Cash App. I will buy you 30 minutes worth of credit uninterrupted. If you what you got to say is so important. Waiting. It ain't happened yet. You know, because the nigga broke. And unlike me, these niggas can admit they broke. I'm broke because I'm retired. I'm sick. Hell, I'm dying. I don't work anymore. Right? I never hid that. I ain't never had been no secret of that. That's why me and Amanaz live together. She helping your boy out. That's never been a secret. Never been shy about it. Nothing. It is what it is. Right? Even though we got land down there in South Carolina, I can't live down there because I couldn't get the dialysis down there. I tried to set it up, and they didn't have any. The closest dialysis clinic was almost an hour away, and there was no transportation. Another subject. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so anybody wants to hear what he got to say on my channel, you hit the Cash App. $50 gives him 30 minutes For every $50 gives him 30 minutes worth of credit, uninterrupted. Right? So all of this exposing, airing me out, he gonna do? Let's see it. Been waiting for it for about 2 months. It ain't happened yet. I don't have nothing to hide. I tell everything. I live my life out in the open, especially those of you who are friends with me on Facebook. Y'all know I live that shit out in the open. I went through my divorce live, held my suicide attempt live, my father's death live, my cousin's death live, me crying on fuck. Nothing to hide. I am who I am. Right? I ain't trying to reinvent myself like they are. I am who I am. So my ex done been up here. My kids done been up here. Other people who know me have been up here. Like, you ain't never seen nobody bring their ex up. I hadn't talked to her in 10 years. I brought her up. And she verifying and vouching for, yeah, that's who this nigga is. That's, blah, blah, blah. All right. Oz has known me for damn near 20 years. That's more of my family than my real family. She's vouched for me. She says what it says. And me and her don't agree on everything. Now, if you watch any of our streams, we disagree all the time. She ain't never called me a liar, though. She ain't never said I was pretending to be something I ain't. She done told y'all plenty of times, this is how this nigga is in real life. And she done gave y'all her own stories. Here's what happened. Right? Y'all the ones that's pretending to be somebody. And that's something you got to address in yourself. Do some root cause analysis on your own shit. Y'all niggas is fugazing. I don't know how y'all be on here 8 hours every fucking day damn near. Y'all got jobs, right? Y'all got wives and women and kids. How you doing it? Y'all high value men, right? Quote unquote. Even though we cover what high value men are, that ain't y'all. Y'all get on here and bullshit and y'all cape to women and pander to women all fucking day long. That's what y'all do. And you scared to tell women what y'all really think. That's why y'all get horrified when I do it. No, man, you wrong, Z. But this bitch up here lying is right. I'm telling the truth and I'm wrong. But y'all bring people on your panel that lie and improvably, you can prove that they lied. All you gotta do is look at their channel. See, y'all don't vet them. That means y'all ain't looked at their own channels. Everything I'm saying is what they said on their own channel, out their own mouth. Y'all don't know how to vet, but so then they try to change it ain't now no fourth divorce. Men need to stand their ground. So you're telling me, what you consider we supposed to be doing root cause analysis, and what supposedly went wrong is men stopped putting their foots down. That's what went wrong. And I said foots on purpose. Right? That's bullshit. Them men ain't never put their foot down. That's why they were baby boomers and solid generation men. The only thing that changed, so they want you to believe the men was holding frame until 1970 and all of a sudden they stopped. That's what you think happened? Mr. I'm a historian. I'm a Bible scholar. No bullshit. You just some simp ass, fake ass Christian bullshit ass nigga like the rest of them. The church is full of y'all ninjas that don't know scriptures. That's why y'all let the girl say all of that shit that you was wrong. And then when I said something right, which I said, like as the Bible prophesies, everybody ain't gonna make the boat. Only 1/3, right? That means 2/3 is gonna die like the rest of the nations. This is all in the Bible. This ain't V saying it. Well, who gets to decide? The bitch nigga said. And yeah, I mean bitch niggas. And I answered his question. He interrupted me in the middle. Again, he's telling me, stop interrupting. It's my time to talk. And then people over talking me. And now somehow I'm the one that needs to stop talking because I'm interrupting them over as they interjecting on me. That's the same shit Jay used to do, by the way. So I'm clearly talking. He's, well, I got to interrupt you. I'm no harm, but I got to interrupt you. And he goes, well, who gets to decide? And quickly, which is, again, if you know the Bible, it's the easy answer. Jesus decides. Coincidentally, the young lady, actually said that earlier. Jesus decides. You got to answer to him. Nobody gets to the Father but through the Son, she said, which is true. So then he tried to, even though I answered the question, he had nothing to say. Well, V don't get to decide. I never said V decides. I said Jesus. Then he ain't had nothing to say. Look stupid. But now he done interrupted my flow. The point I was originally trying to make. That's what they like to do. And then the ad hominem attack started. But what I'm saying is true. What the young lady said was false. Right. Root cause analysis, ladies and gentlemen. And I y'all listen to who you want. I tell Harmonize this all the time. I don't listen to these niggas no more. I really have been cut them off. And because it's too much foolishness, and I don't want that shit in my head. Right? You're supposed to congregate with like-minded people, not these fools. And if they refuse to hear the truth, that's on them. They gonna be an abomination. Thus saith the Lord. Because they refuse to hear the word. They want to listen to Geno Jenkins and pass the pork chop lying ass. Yeah, Geno Jenkins is another liar. He lied on Bishop Nathaniel. It's right on fucking YouTube. Proved him a liar. It's the same strategy. Matter of fact, the same strategy that Geno Jenkins and his ministers used, his deacons used, tried to use against Bishop Nathaniel. That's the same strategy all of these fake-ass Christian pastors have been using for years. It's the same playbook. So Geno Jenkins, somebody like, oh, I didn't know this. Geno Jenkins. All you got to do is search on YouTube, Geno Jenkins or IUIC Geno Jenkins. And that should pull up the videos because there's multiple videos. He was talking shit about them. And they was contacting him, email, phone, and he was ignoring them. Then every week he would keep talking shit about them, but he would never establish communication with them. So the brothers got tired of playing that game. And what did they do? They pulled up on him up there in Philadelphia at his church. But these niggas love trying to verify niggas. Well, he don't even take no salary. How the fuck do you know that, first of all? Or other than him saying it. And second of all, he lied and said, oh, I got a 9-to-5 job. I'm a realtor. Realtors don't work 9 to 5. He making it seem like he got a factory job and he punching the clock. No, he's selling real estate. Who do you think he's selling real estate to? To his millions of followers. It's a hustle. That's the pimp game. Stupid ninjas. Who you think is his number one customer? In Philadelphia, ain't nobody buying houses like that up there in Philly. Nah, he was in Texas, Atlanta, Charlotte, somewhere where housing market is more, especially the last few years, is more conducive to new home sales. Realtors and up north in the Northeast are not killing the game. Y'all don't believe me? Look it up. People trying. Matter of fact, a classmate of mine said earlier he was riding through the old city we lived in, and he was like, "Where is us at?" And I said, "Hey, everybody don't move down south." He was like, "Yeah, you right, cause ain't nobody up there no more. Everybody got the fuck out of the Northeast. Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Philly, particularly. Now, if they still in Pennsylvania, they somewhere else. They ain't in Philly. They might be in Harrisburg or Poconos or something. But most people done got the fuck out of Jersey. My generation. And so these ninjas don't know shit. And they out here to distract you from really possibly learning something or really having problem solving conversations, you know. So we got off the, now we ain't problem solving no more. He done showed this stupid ass video that ain't got nothing to do with what happened in 1970. Go back and watch the stream from a couple nights ago. Y'all don't believe me. It's all up there. It's all up there for you to see yourself. Then, you know, even the girl Alexis from, I said Alexis from Texas, he was trying to fuck her before. Now we back at it. Oh, niggas always chasing pussy, ain't never getting none. I had to put y'all on hold because I had some calling me. I always got some calling me. Lena could tell you that. I always got people spinning the block on me. I be turning pussy down. Of all ages. All ages. No pussy getting motherfuckers. Y'all been that all your lives. You're still that. You might have got lucky and found one of these hyenas to marry you, and y'all hide in your computer rooms for 8 hours a day so you ain't got to deal with them. I find this shit funny as fuck. Again, y'all done had women come up here and verify and vouch for me. Y'all done had it. Hell, Andrea told too much. She even told y'all about the porno video that we made. It got 23 million views. Told y'all I was a porn star in another life. Something like a pimp. Nah, I was never a pimp, but I was something like a porn star. She told y'all that unprompted. Unprompted. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know it had 23 million views. I don't even know what that fucking video is, man. I ain't never hear who I was. Never hear who I was. Again, Lena could tell y'all. You know. And I don't try to use personal information against people. There's things I could say about certain people. I just don't say. I try to stick to what they've said publicly. But root cause analysis is something we got to start doing. And unfortunately, I'm of the belief that it's too late. The math ain't mathing. Again, the marital rate, if you take away Gen X and above, is below 10% already. 25% is the tipping point. That means we would need the younger generations being at 25 right now for us to have a chance. Gen X dropped that ball. We the least group of married people in history. The millennials is going to be the second if they already ain't. Because we haven't reversed that trend. And it's hard to do it when you got Captain Saver-Hoes out here. Let them talk. Christ told them to shut the hell up. Listen and learn in silence. And if you should learn anything, learn it from your husbands at home. But y'all craving that feminine or female attention so bad, y'all lost y'all manhood if you ever had it. Men don't got time to sit around. This is why RBN said this. RBN said this. I was listening to it earlier. I remember when he said it, but I had to hear it again. You know, he will never live with a woman again. I respect that. Whether I agree with it or not, for me, I respect that. And he was talking about the nagging, the passive aggressive shit. He was talking about that. That's what made him come up and say what he said that day. And that's what we saw on the podcast the other night. Was she feminine? She had a nice feminine voice. She was pretty. I thought she was cute, rather. Let me say cute. She had natural hair. She was a nice looking girl. But these niggas go crazy. They go crazy. Again, this nigga Jay been trying to get Alexis from the Texas pussy for years now. He ain't got the balls to push up and say that's what he trying to do. He one of them. I'm trying to be their friend and slip in the back door ass ninjas. Then he showed us the video when he went down to Florida with his homeboy and them girls played his ass, made him look like a bitch. And he thought, see, ninjas laugh and shit. Like Kevin said, he was talking about the women when the women do it, but a lot of y'all ninjas do it too. Y'all try to laugh everything off. And that's a tell. I ain't hear nothing funny about that shit. I seen the video. Maybe he done took it down now, but I remember when he put the video up there because he was too dumb to realize how stupid he looked. Now, had he followed RBN's advice, he wouldn't have drove with them. He would have drove himself. That would have been RBN's advice to him. And then lying about having another woman in the other. That nigga sit on his computer all goddamn day, every day. He ain't seen a bitch in 4 years. We ain't even see his bitch ass dogs that he supposedly got. Basically, he tried to steal Death Note's identity. That's what he's done. He'd say he done took Death Note's story and tried to rewrite himself and have the same exact fucking story. Nigga. To talk to him, he didn't give a shit. When I would call him privately, he didn't give a shit. Now he gives a shit what I got to say and think. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I know some of y'all, why you keep bringing it up? Because nigga done called me again. I had to block him. I kept forgetting to block him because I was doing other things. So I never blocked him. And when this last time I blocked him because I didn't want him calling while I was on this damn podcast. But I find this shit funny, man. I find these clown niggas funny. But there's solid dudes out here. I done met solid people. So what are you begging for money? I ain't never begged for nothing from nobody. What I say is hit the Cash App. Send me $2 for pure leaf tea. Right? But Death Note was paying this nigga bills like he was. Death Note was bitching that nigga. Trying to help him. Paid for the laptop, was paying for his StreamYard. Right. But he a single man, ain't got nothing to do. He work every day, right? He probably getting money from the military for getting shot in his black ass. Why he ain't got no money to get a fucking laptop? You go down to you can get a brand new one at Walmart for $2. Now he done got the laptop and ain't shit improved on his stream, right? Ain't shit improved. Everybody else done upgraded their studios and cameras and shit, and you can see the progression. Go look at his stream today. Go back 3 or 4 years and look at it. It's the same fucking stream. Corny ass nigga. Corny ass nigga. Stop. Stop. Do what Kevin. See, if you knew what Kevin was talking about to these men like him, especially in that age group, you should be using this time to get yourself together. That's what you should be using this time for. But no, you want to try to come on here and prove you more than what you are. We could clearly see you ain't that. So then you find other ain't shit dudes to click up with and y'all co-sign each other's bullshit. But ain't none of y'all that dude. And you never been that dude. Never. Never been that dude. But listen, man, I gotta get off there, man. I don't know what time is it. I gotta make some calls. It's about midnight. I ain't want to pull the titties out tonight. I just wanted to rant about the root cause analysis. And my advice to some of you good brothers, or somebody, I'm not even gonna call you good. Let me don't use that word. I'm gonna call y'all solid dudes for the most part. That's what I've seen in y'all. And you know, that's the Theos, that's the RBNs, that's the Kofas. And there's a few others it may not be thinking, the DJ Hemps. Stop dealing with these niggas, man. Same thing I told Angry Man before he blew up. Stop fucking with these niggas, man. Do your own shit. Every successful channel, it wasn't no group. There's a couple of groups that popped off and then fizzled. The Fight Clubs, the Lapeef Networks, the Fresh and Fits. But most of your more successful channels and long-running channels, it's an individual. But see, these dudes ain't got nothing to say. That's why they always got to do a group. They got a group. They can't carry a show. They can't freestyle the show. Stop talking to them. The niggas gonna bring y'all down, man. I mean that shit. And I'm saying this out of a place of love, man, because I want to see people do good. That's why I helped that black ass nigga try to do good, and he just wouldn't do it. He wouldn't cooperate. He wouldn't reason with other men. He wanted to argue and be a bitch and chase Cynthia G all the time and a bunch of fat ass girls. And he claimed he don't like fat girls. I'm like, I'm the one that like fat girls. What the fuck is going on here? This is like, nigga, you confused. I'm the one that like chunky girls. I like them thick. Hell, I like all types of girls. Yeah. But hopefully I'll reach at least one of y'all. Take my advice, man. Stop fucking with these dudes. Stop giving these dudes y'all money, man. That shit is so fucking offensive. I'll be asking for $2 for tea. And y'all go over there, they dropping them $20, $50. Stop giving them clown niggas. All you doing is encouraging a bunch of bullshit. So you'll never see me on them channels again, I assure you. Again, I wasn't going to go on there. Somebody asked me to go over there. I went over there. It's the only reason I went over there, to see what was being said. That's all I got, man. Same thing I do every night. Try to take over the world. Holla at your boy. Say goodnight to the bad guy.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, what'll that make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide, how to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy.